Hey, hope you're well. Let's talk about six pack. Six pack is that thing that everybody wants, let's face it. Well, most of us do. It's nice to have. Having it doesn't necessarily mean you're super fit, but it's just a nice thing to have. So let's talk about it. If everybody or most people dream about having a nice six pack put together, well toned, abs, core that's looking really good when they take off their shirts, man, woman, boy, girl. Let's talk about how to get it. Before we go into that, let me just say this quickly. What I'm going to show you today are six different workouts that you can do to enhance your abdomen, your middle section, your abs, your six pack. But the truth here is everyone has six pack. We all do. We all have six pack. Bang, 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 it's all there. However, it's covered in layer of fat. A few years ago, as slim as I have always been, I never had that. I never had a defined ab. It's not super defined yet. I'm getting there, but it wasn't defined at all at that time, and that was simply because I had, albeit slim, a degree of high body fat. There is just one way, really, one way to reveal your six pack, your ab, and that is to be in calorie deficit. Once you're in calorie deficit, you start to see your abs manifest. Now the question is, how do you get into calorie deficit? There are just two ways to do that. One, you manage your nutrition. Make sure that what you eat is a lot more healthy so that you are in calorie deficit. And number two, which I'm a bit more conversant with, is ensuring that you increase your level of cardio. So high intensity working out, just make sure that you work out enough to burn excess calories that you might have within you. Those are the two ways you could be calorie deficit. And once you're in calorie deficit, your six pack starts to manifest. Now, we still need to do some workouts to enhance it, make it more defined, and that's what I want to specify, or that's what I want to talk about in this video. And how do we do that? Before I get into that, if you haven't already, please do remember to subscribe for this YouTube channel, or subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done that before. I talk about fitness, make it fun, make it interesting, and hopefully, or more importantly, you will learn one or two things from my videos. So let's go back to this all fanciful, important, nice looking six pack and what we need to do to enhance it. Let's go back a bit and talk about muscles. So when you train your muscles, ideally for every muscle that you train, for instance, if you train your biceps, you should ideally give it between 48 hours rest before you train them again. So if you train your biceps on a Monday, you should keep off till Wednesday, probably Thursday, before you do them again. That's how your muscles will grow, because you need to give them time to rest, to recover, and then they grow. With your abs, however, this theory does not necessarily apply. You could train your abs every single day. How cool is that? That means you could train your abs on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then repeat, repeat. And it has no effect on how much or how well your abs would develop. So that's one thing that you need to put in mind. Moving on, this means that you can and you should work your abs every single day if you want to have truly well-defined six pack every single day. And I would suggest that you do this first thing in the morning. The good thing about it is you jump out of bed or you crawl out of bed, just by your bedside, get on the floor, and you'll be spending 10-15 minutes and you're done. During that time, whatever you do in the morning, if you meditate, if you pray, if you have your thoughts going, you could have that all going on while you do your abs workouts. So that's the advantage of abdominal workouts. So what are these six workouts that I would recommend? Let's go through them. Number one, the first thing you do, jump out of bed. Plank. Now the reason why I like plank is because the plank works the entirety of your abs. So it doesn't just target the upper bit or the lower abs or the obliques, the side, the entirety. It just works everything. This is one of those things that takes practice. So you do them over and over again. So hold it for the first day, you could hold it for maybe, I don't know, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, then increase that to maybe 20. By the fourth week, you should be doing it for 45 seconds and then soon for a minute. Plank works the entirety of your abs. So that's the first thing that you should do. Jump out of bed, bang, plank. Number 2, reverse crunches. Now the most difficult bit to deal with in your abs is the lower region. Very tough to get rid of. I'm still struggling with that. To aid the development of that area and make it as flat as you want it to be, well defined, reverse crunches. I would suggest do between 12 and 15. 12 and 15 every single day. So that's number 2. Remember, you're doing one after the other, one after the other. There's no rest. So you've done your plank, you've done your reverse crunches, then go straight into mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, I like this as well because this hits the lower parts of your abs as well, and at the same time it's a little degree of cardio. Yeah, so you're kind of doing two things at the same time. You're having two targets hit at the same time, a bit of cardio, a bit of abs. You want your lower abs, which is the most difficult bit, worked on, and mountain climbers, just like you could see me do, will help you hit that area of your abs. Once that is done, bang, Russian twist. Russian twist, hit and twist, hit and twist. This hits your obliques, the side. Oh, it's nice to have a well-defined set of obliques. And the way to do that, or one of the ways to do that effectively, Russian twist. Now, all these workouts I'm talking about today are weightless, so you don't need any weights. If you have maybe a light dumbbell at home or kettlebell, you could use that, but not necessarily. Remember, you're jumping out of bed. I'm recommending first thing in the morning, and you hit these workouts. So just your Russian twist, and that will work your obliques. The next one will be the ever popular sit-ups. That's what we've been doing when we were quite young. The first abs workout that most people would have done would have been the sit-ups. So sit-ups would be, your next one. Just sit-ups, try and do between, again, 10 and 12. Everything I've said today, between 10 and 12 reps. If you can, go to 15, but ideally between 10 and 12 reps. With the plank, that's time-based. So start with whatever you can hold, at least maybe 10 seconds first day if you've never done it before. If you're a little bit experienced, maybe half a minute, and then increase it from there. So the next day, maybe 35 minutes, something like that, until you can hold it for a minute. With everything else, between 10 and 12 reps. Now, when I say reps, let me just put a caveat into this. With the mountain climbers, that means each leg 12 times. That's 24 altogether. And also with the Russian twist, each side that you're hitting your obliques 12 times. So that's 24 altogether. Okay? So just please do remember that. And then finally, the last bit that you need to do, your toe taps. Now that is amazing for the midsection of your abs, the upper bit and the midsection. So lie in that position, your legs a bit bent, and tap your toes. Tap your toes. Again, each tap, each side is 12 times, making a total of 24. And do that and you're good. That is it. I mean, how easy is that? All you need to do is sacrifice 10, maybe 15 minutes every morning, and bang, your six-pack will soon manifest. Hope that has made some sense to you, and more importantly, you put it into use. Until I see you again pretty soon, make sure that you do take good care of yourself.